and he's a great guy. I really, truly do. The problem I have is that we've had other developments, other what Ms. Wilson may consider dense developments. For example, Colgate, which happens to affect our residents in Collinsville. Ms. Wilson didn't vote against that or ask questions about that or abstain from that. We had Honeywell, which is also close to Morristown, and impacted our residents. And so the word agenda was used by Ms. Wilson, and unfortunately I feel like the vote this evening was based on an agenda. I don't really know what that agenda is, but it's interesting to me that the location of this property in Morristown spurred an appearance by the Morristown mayor, who happens to live close by, and now suddenly Ms. Wilson votes no to it. And Mr. Mayor, I actually really do adore you. I think you've done a wonderful job for Morristown, but you know, I don't appreciate what I think is Ms. Wilson doing the bidding of our neighbors. So those are my comments.
I just want to say one thing.
No.
Yeah, that Mr. Dougherty was there.
System.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I think there's a lot of questions tonight about the process, and unfortunately, people don't have time to understand fully municipal government because they're not involved. They've got lives, they've got things to do, they've got kids, they've got grandkids, they've got work. This is not an easy process to learn and understand. I've been sitting up here for 9 years, and it is still a difficult process to comprehend. I want the people who are in the audience tonight to know, that are giving me dirty looks or shaking their heads or whatever, please understand that many of these things that we are doing are required under the law. That is not something that we create. This is things, you know, property law, land use law is not something that we create. We just have to abide by the laws and by the process that is given to us. It is very easy for people to say, I don't know, I don't understand, I don't get it. But when you have been elected, and there are people that have been elected to this body that continue to say, I don't know, I don't understand. There are people that are out there in other towns, one of which was here tonight, that got up and said, I don't understand the process. Well, I get it. It's very, very difficult to understand. But for the people that are elected here, it is not an excuse to not understand the process. Also, to not sit and read, and I don't care what time you got the ordinances and the resolutions, to not sit and take the time to read them is completely and totally unacceptable. It is absolutely unacceptable. When I got them the day before, Mr. Nunn got them the day before, Mr. Arbonides got them the day before, Mr. Mancuso got them the day before, and we weren't complaining and saying, well, I didn't have time to digest it. I mean, come on. It is unacceptable, and it should be unacceptable to the people that voted for any of us, to say, I didn't have time to understand and read this, or even sit down and ask some questions before the meeting. You voted for us. You asked us to sit here and read the ordinances. You asked us to come here and make the decisions. You voted. You asked us to do it. You asked us to do it.
Shut up. That's out of order.
That's really ridiculous.
Why is he so angry though? Okay.
Quiet, please.
It is unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Morristown.